Hi everybody, this is Erica and welcome back to my channel. I am doing a products I regret buying video. Most of these are makeup items, but one of them is not, so it's mostly makeup. And just kind of an update on makeup and things like that. I have bought enough makeup to last me another year, and so I'm going on a no-buy for a year. Believe it or not. I am tired of following the trends. I am tired of following what's trendy. It may not get me as many views, not that I get many views right now, but I just have more than enough, and I hate this kind of overconsumption feeling. But so I'm just going to go through the products that I did buy when I was buying makeup, and just kind of why I regretted them. So the first item is the Crest White Strips. I didn't buy the strongest formula they have, but I bought like I believe it was a 10 treatment formula. So it was a little bit more gentle on the enamel, but I didn't see any results after the 10 days. So I ended up getting frustrated and just buying a whitening toothpaste, and I actually found it more effective, so I'm not going to be really purchasing these anytime soon. But I wasn't expecting my teeth to be like chocolate white. I just wanted them to look better. Some of the coffee stains and things like that had added up, so I was just hoping it would take away some of the stains. Another product that I bought was the e.l.f. All Set for Sun SPF 45 broad spectrum sunscreen and setting spray, and this was just a total disaster. I put this on to sort of reapply my sunscreen without messing up my makeup, and it said it had like a setting spray quality, and a few hours later I looked like I jumped in a pool. Like, my makeup was everywhere. It was just smeared everywhere, and it was just a total disaster, unfortunately. If you do not wear makeup and you want to do a touch-up throughout the day, you know, you can use these, but I tend to try to find these kind of sprays for basically for doing touch-ups, because I do most days wear some makeup. And those little powder applicators that people are putting on and kind of saying it touches up their makeup, they're not very effective, because you would have to put on a lot of powder to actually get to the SPF that's on the container. So I've stayed away from the powders, because I just found out that really you can't really touch them up without putting an excessive amount on. And another one that was a fail for me was the Pixi On The Glow Bronze. And a lot of people who do review makeup like this product, but I just really didn't. I found a very hard, thin kind of application form to be very awkward. It just felt very awkward putting it on. I tried the method of just putting it on a brush and then applying it. But it just wasn't very user-friendly, and it's supposed to be sort of this convenience product where, like, if you're out and about and you just kind of want to get a little bit more of a bronzy glow, you're supposed to be able to, like, kind of swipe it on your face and, you know, kind of get that effect. But it didn't have that convenience feeling. It was just more of a high-maintenance product than I wanted, and I don't find myself grabbing for it much at all. And then another product that was a fail for me was the One Size Turn Up the Base BBB cream, and this is our BBB foundation. So I had high hopes for this, because I do like the One Size line overall. Most of the products I have tried, I've liked, and I thought it would be a good product. I like Patrick Starr, and I you know, like the brand. I love his setting powder. I love his setting spray. I wasn't as impressed with his eyeliner. I like his pen eyeliner applicator, but I don't like his pencil. I'm kind of going off on a tangent. So just to focus on this product, it was too dark for me, so I used a lightening pigment on it. And even when I could kind of get it down a little bit so that it matched my skin tone better. It just looked so makeup-y. It looked like I could see the makeup sitting on my skin. It didn't really have a blurring quality, and it just wasn't a win for me. I know he's come out since with a new foundation that's supposed to be very high coverage and things like that, and I think it's gotten pretty good reviews, but blurring balms are supposedly kind of like the thing right now. Huda Beauty has one right now. It's getting very good reviews, but this just wasn't a win for me. The other product that I bought was the Too Faced. It's kind of a sculpting bronzing stick, and it's just, I know everyone loves Too Faced because it smells really good, but I don't really get into the whole chocolate smell, and I'm not really sold on that. So it's called Chocolate Caramel. It's supposed to be for like medium skin tones, and it's just simply a brown stick that is super emollient. So there's no kind of like grayish undertone. It's just purely a very warm brown stick. So it's at most it could be used for bronzing, but I wouldn't be able to use it as a contour because it's too warm, it's too emollient. Those are things that are just not going to go well if you're trying to do like highlighting and sculpting, or that kind of thing with the face. It just wasn't a win. And then I tried the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Light Revealer, and it's supposed to be a skin illuminator, but also like a tinted moisturizer. And I swear she changed her formula, and I'm gonna back myself up on this. I was working at Ulta a few years back, and a woman came in and she was wearing the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer on one side of her face. She'd obviously come in with the full tinted moisturizer on her face, but she had it on one side of her face when she approached me, and then she had the store product on her face on the other side. And she goes, "What happened? This is so less luminous. It's just not, it just looks completely different." So I really think she reformulated the formula. And one of my favorite photos is of the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer on my face. I just looked so glowy, radiant. My skin looked perfected. And her product was iconic, and I don't understand why you'd mess with something that was so successful. So I get really frustrated when brands do that. So this was it just looks like an average tinted moisturizer. I could make a tinted moisturizer at home or buy one from the drugstore and it would have the same look. It's not particularly luminous. It doesn't have that perfecting quality that the tinted moisturizer she made used to have. It's just an average thing. And then this one's gonna be a little controversial because I know a lot of people like this. It's the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer and the e.l.f. Putty Blush. I just found it, both products, I don't like both products for the same reason. And one is that they're just not very pigmented, and when they go on patchy. So I tried this. I really wanted to like it because so many like it, and I do like e.l.f. products overall, but it just lacks so much pigment. You really have to go in there and like just keep reapplying to try to get any color payoff. And when the color payoff does come, it just looks patchy. It looks kind of cheap. And I just had the same reaction to the e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush. It didn't look luminous, for one, and it was just, the color payoff was just very poor, and I don't ever find myself reaching for it. It's just okay. It really is very average. And then another product that I was disappointed in was the MAC Studio Fix Reformulated Foundation. Now this is supposed to be for oil control, and it's a matte foundation. The only prior experience I had with the Studio Fix was when I worked for MAC as a makeup artist, and I would put it on mainly like teen girls, very young women who are still struggling with hormonal acne. and they liked it because it had this way of covering the acne, or covering the acne as much as possible without looking makeupy or heavy on their skin, and it just looked like their skin. And so I was impressed by it, and then I tried it on myself, and I just, when you first apply it, there's kind of this reaction of like, oh, this is a nice product, you know, not blown away, but you're just kind of like, you know, this is fine, and this is, you know, good. And then like 3 to 4 hours into it, you look like a grease, basically a greasy, oily, like, mess. So I just, like 3 to 4 hours, I have combo oily skin, and it really seemed to exaggerate the oiliness in my skin, which is ironic because it's supposed to be oil control and it's supposed to be matte, but it just kind of looked sort of smeared all over my face, and like the makeup would kind of like bunch up in certain places, and God forbid I wore glasses, it would be all over the glasses. It was just never really would set down, even if I used a setting powder. So that was another fail. I'm probably not gonna buy any more MAC foundations. I bought the Studio Radiance as well and wasn't wowed by it. So that was that. And I think I have one more. It's the Givenchy Prisme Libre, and I brought this up in another video, but I just wanted to kind of warn people because it's a pricey product. It is very highly rated in just kind of like the kind of influencer space, and people were like always pulling it out and kind of calling it like, you know, just this magical powder. And I tried it, and I got the mini, and I'm glad it was just the mini. But when I tried it, I was just like, I don't know what all the fuss is about. It doesn't really have a brightening quality under the eyes. It doesn't really look luminous. It doesn't really look like anything special. I could go to the drugstore and get another setting powder and it would have the exact same effect and be a fraction of the cost. So those were the products that disappointed me. I don't get a lot of products that disappoint me, but I tend to do my research on products before I'm willing to go out and spend for them. But like I said, I'm gonna try to embark on a year-long no-buy, which I know sounds crazy. I want to really invest more in like health and skincare than I do in makeup. I really just have a huge makeup kit that I can use for clients. I have my own makeup, a good amount of makeup for myself, and I really just don't need more. It's just, it's clutter, it's just a waste of money. It's very expensive. Makeup is getting so expensive. I saw a video the other day that like Patrick Ta is charging like $42 for 2 eyeshadows, and it's just, it's getting just outrageous, and I'm just kind of getting turned off. So that is my video. I hope you guys have a great day, and I thank you for watching. Bye.